Okay, hello everyone. Last week, after I using R when I was solving the problem, one of the student told me that he is first to R and he didn't have much knowledge about R, so probably some of you may never used R before, and actually for me in my class I'd like to use R in the future if when you are calculating some messy stuffs, because um, it would be easier for you to solve, especially we are learning it online. So I'd like to do some very introductory R tutorial, just installing or some basic usages to solve the problems that we are dealing with. Um, okay, the first question would be, what is R? Why we need to use R? So for that question, R is a free software environment for statistical computing and graphics. And R provides a wide variety of statistical and graphical techniques. So for the statisticians like us, it's very nice software to use. Okay. And second, why we need to use R? There are several reasons. First one would be many researchers are already using it. Many researchers in academia using it, and it's free. This is the first reason. And second, it's easy to handle data. If you have used R before, then you may notice that it's easy to handle data, load the data, and uh, do the manipulation on that data. Third, the data visualization is very nice. So I also use when I'm using paper, I always use R to visualize the data. And lastly, wide variety of statistical methods are implemented in R. Even me, when I am doing my research, if I code my methodological things in R, usually I submit my R libraries to RCRAN so that everyone can use my software as well. So there are variety of statistical methods implemented in R, and many researchers are contributing to it. So this is another reason that you need to use R. Okay, let me give you how you can install this software. First, you should visit this website, rproject.org, and So first you visit rproject.org and click CRAN. Here it describes download, so you can click CRAN, and uh, after you connected the CRAN, you can search for Korea. Actually, any server would be fine, but the Korean one would be faster for you. So click any server from Korea, and here there's three options. If you are using Windows, you download R for Windows. So download R for Windows, and you download this base package, and currently the version 4.0.2 is the mostly newest one. So download R 4.0.2, and I'm downloading it. Actually, my internet connection is very slow, so let's wait for a while. Um, I will pause it. Okay, now I finished downloading it, and so after you downloaded it, you click the installation file and click yes, and you can proceed. Use language Korea. Okay, next, 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 and also next, next. mm, and next, and now everything is done. And so just wait for a while uh, for installing it, and it will be done soon. Okay, great. Finish, and at uh, in here you can click R, this one. Actually, I have several previous versions, but if you click this one, this is your R, so you can use R command here, and yeah, that's it. Now let's try to solve example 8.7 again for the example how we can use R to solve this problem. The shopping times of n equals 6. I will not read the question again, so you can read the question by yourself. And as you may know, we can make a confidence interval using this formula. And to use this formula, you can, inside of the R, you can use qnorm function. And actually, to calculate z alpha over 2, if you are not using R, you should use the table 4 in appendix 3. So, and in this table, you here alpha is 0.1, and so alpha over 2 is 0.05. So we need to calculate. You need to calculate z 0.05, and to calculate z 0.05, you need to find the area. This area is 0.05, so you should find 0.05. That's around here. So your z value is 1.64 something, 1.64 or something. So this is how you find the value for z alpha from the table in the appendix 3. However, if you are using R, it's easier. The one difference is that when you are using R, the direction is opposite. So in table, the area is this side, but in qnorm, when you are using qnorm, the direction of the area is this side. So qnorm, qnorm, this area, like let's say if you want to the same quantity, you should put 1 minus alpha over 2, 1 minus 0.05. That the area here is 0.05 and area this side is 1 minus 0.05. So the Q norm 1 minus 0.05 will return this value, which is 1.644 something, this one. Okay, and to calculate this one, you put this quantity inside of the R and you will get this one. One thing to notice is that to get the square root, so here the sigma theta hat, which is square root of s square over n, and here square is the command sqrt is this square root thing, and s square is 256 and n is 64, and so this is how you use R. To be more precise, I will try to use R by myself, how I can do this. Firstly, open new script. Actually, you can use RStudio or something else. For me, it's easy. For me, I usually use Jupyter Notebook using R. But anyway, for this basic tutorial, I will use this one. So a alpha is 0.1, and we want to find z alpha over 2, which is q norm 1 minus a over 2, and the confidence, let's check what this returns. So control C and control V, we get the z alpha over 2, which is 1.644 something. And also to calculate the confidence interval, mean was 33 and plus q norm 1 minus alpha over 2 times sqrt, which means square root of 256 divided by 64, and this will give you the upper bound, and for the lower bound, minus of this thing. So you can control C and control V here, so you calculate the lower bound here and upper bound here. And so when you are doing homeworks or online exam, you can use R if and I think it would be easier than using calculator. So it is okay for you to use R to solve the problems in Mathematical Statistics 2 course. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. This is very short introduction of R. The reason that I provide this introduction video is that I want you to use R when you are solving mathematical statistics 2 problems, and also if you go outside of the university, if you get a job, probably you will going to use R to do your work. I encourage you to use R when you are solving mathematical statistics 2 class rather than using just calculators. And especially this course, this semester is provided in online, so you can freely use R when you are doing your midterm. Okay, then see you in the other lectures.